Hey, hand over art. I'm right here with Deleon Rovon.
Here. What's up, my man?
Coolest name in the city, though.
One of a kind. One of a kind.
Hey, so caught him in the middle of a video shoot. Tell me a little bit about what you was just doing, man. I kind of walked in the middle of.
Yeah. So tonight, me and my brother, we was out here shooting a video for a song called Round and Round. And we just out here really just trying to get shots in. There wasn't really no concepts or anything. We just wanted to come out, shoot. We really trying to get our stuff out the ground. So we just came out here on a night that we wasn't doing nothing. Today I was really supposed to be relaxing and working on a paper, but came out here and did that. So
it's good though. You're in the right city for it.
No, it's
everywhere.
Everywhere you go, so you feel like you got to, and people respect you out here too as you trying to shoot or pursue anything. Ain't nobody looking at you like hateful or anything like that. Everybody's interested. You know, it's not really dirt, so it's definitely a beautiful place to be. Like,
yeah, man, it's definitely a great city, man. But what I want to know is, so the titles that you coming out with, the last one I just listened to.
Where It All Begins?
Yeah, Where It All Begins. Tell me a little bit more about that, man.
So, Where It All Begins, it was really my process of trying to, it's growing. It's all about growing. It's my first time speaking on things of my experiences going to college and everything. It's like going to college, and really I didn't even talk about them experiences. I was actually talking about my past experiences before then.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I was already about to graduate.
Yeah.
So it's just like Where It All Begins, I want to be a fresh start of letting go things from actually high school.
Gotcha.
So I just made it about that. My experiences with people, with women, you know, I talk about love, heartbreak, and not even just with women, friends, family, and things of that sort. So Where It All Begins was just the beginning of now.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like that was actually I guess we want to say a warm up to lead into what I'm currently working.
That's a hell of a warm up, man.
I mean, it was a time for project because it was like I was working in a duo for a very long time, and then I wanted to see what it'd be like trying to work on my own thing and see what I come up with.
Yeah.
And within that, I think I worked on that project for like 3 years, but it kept changing because I was growing as an artist. You know, some of the things I was talking about before, it wasn't where I am now. Back then, I don't think I was too much on hip hop. It was just rap. I just wanted to rap, make songs, party songs. I was like influenced by Ray Sherman and stuff like that, just trying to make things in that sort. But Where It All Begins, I started finding myself like, spiritually, you know, as a man. And stuff.
One thing I can tell, I don't mean to interrupt you, it is a lot of passion in them songs.
I appreciate it.
To where it's like a breath of fresh air. You know? You don't really hear too much of that. You know what I'm saying? Where did this all begin? How did you know that music and this was your passion?
Music. It's weird because it was like I was actually behind the scenes person. I was like a person that I wanted to shoot film and things like that.
Yeah.
So in high school, I was recording my friends rap all the time.
Okay.
And I had a passion for it, so I just was writing rhymes. But I never wanted to rap the rhymes. I never wanted to show it.
Yeah.
So when we all got to college, everybody went their separate ways. So it was like, it was literally me. And when I went to school, I think one of my professors, I did in English, one of my professors was like, I want y'all to go on a new journey to learn something new. So the thing I decided to learn was poetry. Within that, I wrote about my poems in my paper.
Yeah.
My professor, she read it, and she was like, you should try rapping. And so within that, she had me buy this book called Rap Anthology, which I ended up buying years down the road after I really realized I wanted to pursue it.
Yeah.
But after I did that, I started recording on my phone, doing voice memos, and then out of nowhere, I started showing people. And people was like giving me love, so then that led to the next thing, and now we're here today.
Okay, cool. So thank God for that professor.
Really. I always said I email her or something like that if I could find her. I think I got her on Facebook somewhere.
She definitely, from what I can tell, she was a catalyst in your life.
Yes.
She started something with that.
Yeah.
What would you say your process in developing now and creating is now?
As far as process as far as maybe creating a project or just music in general,
or just music in general. Like what do you consider your process?
Really, I listen to a lot. Like everything I do now is trying to just, because I'm always trying to find myself. I think all hip hop artists, it's a learning process. 24. We're gonna be learning for the rest of our lives. Like we're gonna die learning. I'm hoping I die and I was reading a book or something like that. Like
just in the church.
Yeah, you know, something like that. That's how I want people to see. Like, dang, he was learning and learning and learning, and that's how I want people to see me. Somebody that wants to learn and give back. So with my music process, I always try to think, what have I learned within this time period, and what am I going to talk about to where people can learn from that experience. And where it all begins was kind of one of them ones where it's like, it was a lot of pain I was going through, but I was past the pain when I decided to go through with the project. So I was like, how can I teach that? You know, teach the pain and being able to overcome it. So every project, I just study other artists. Like currently, it's like with my project, people that are influencing, it's like Common, Jay-Z, Nas, which are people that I wasn't listening to at first. But growing up and becoming a young man, I had to find better influences, people that were successful. So it's like, in Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, it's like I study them and try to see how can I relate their stories and my stories, and then I go into my projects like with that mindset of things that they did and let those influence me. So it's all about, I study other people, find different ideas, and go with the feeling. You know, it's all about the feeling, because it's like you have to have a certain sound in mind, especially when trying to develop a project. Well, my song process is, I'm like a scatterbrain. You know, my phone is full of stuff. My notepads is full of stuff. I be at work. I got notepads that just got stuff. I just write wherever I can. So my process, after I've decided what I want to do, I mean, it's something. I can make a song in 20 minutes. I can make a song in a month, 2 months, and be sitting on one song. So the process is just wild, and I don't even know how to put it together.
But it's gonna be like that, especially when you're trying to make timeless music.
Agreed. Agreed.
But that's definitely, I admire that. You know what I'm saying? It's incredible. You know what I'm saying? To have that kind of process. Saying that, everything you just said, to be able to study and to be able to take what you studied and pass that on. What would you say your purpose is? My
purpose is to help other people grow. You know, I think the Most High brought me here to continue to help other people in their growth, because I know I've had people help me grow, but like I think we all have our family, like that's, and we are going to step out of that one day. So it's just trying to have people that are going to help you move in a positive light. You know, and whether that be from my music, a conversation, just walking by somebody and saying hello, how you doing, or something like that. Anything that can make somebody more positive, feel better about their day, because as we all are one, I think we all should be focused on trying to be on a more positive and higher frequency and things like that. So I feel like my purpose here was to just continue to help and impact people as best as I can, the youth, older people and stuff like that. It's even older people I conversate with now, and they be like, man, you really like help me or something like that. Or it's like a guy at my job, it's a customer at my job. He's just like, I was one of the people that gave him hope in the youth, or our generation. So it's just like, even things like that, if I can touch people's heart and things like that, I feel like that's what I was brought here for, just to continue helping. Because I have a big heart, I care, I give chances all the time and stuff like that. So I always want to just help in any way possible, and hopefully, you know, put my pride aside and let people come and do the same for me. You know, it's trying not to be independent, you know what I'm saying, be able to depend on other people also. Because I know if I'm going to help people, I have to be getting help too. You know,
most definitely. I think that's the biggest thing that we, as people, think, you know what I'm saying, that it's got to be solo. I got to do this solo. I got to be independent. Man, we in this world full of trillions and millions of people. You think we really supposed to be by ourselves?
Straight up.
No, man. This is like, I tell everybody, man, get your group together, you know what I'm saying, and have that beehive effect. You know what I'm saying? We all working for one goal, one mission. You know what I'm saying? And man, it'll come to you. You know? I won't get too far into it, but the people up the road,
I know
they ain't working by themselves.
I know, agree.
That man, that penthouse up there, he ain't did it by himself.
And it's trying to build that. It's a process, really. You know, trying to build that group and find them and stuff like that. But that's what I'm about, finding them people that I can help. You know, but then obviously they have to be wanting to help me too. It's like, because we can't be independent. Like I can't get it on my own, and they won't be able to get it. I mean, this world, we can't get it on our own. You know, to build a better world, we all have to be able to help one another. So within building a group, same thing. You know, so.
But hey, man, I wish you all the best, everything.
Man, likewise. I appreciate Appreciate it.
Hand over art, man.
Hand over art. Y'all make sure to follow my guy, man.
Hey, man.